Let's compare previous year's dual track event to get Morbius versus the Beta Ray Bill one. First of all, shout out to Mystikay, who we use these amazing infographics. Both of the infographics we're going to refer to today are indeed Mystikay, so we'll put them in a link in the description. Go and support Mystikay. If you need any artwork commissioned, go and see Mystikay. So let's begin. First of all, starting with the left-hand corner, this is after 3 months worth. So this is the 3 lots that you'll get, or 3 cycles, sorry, the 3 cycles of this one. You can see here, like, it's 1.2 mil, 1,230,000 gold you get from that, compared with the most recent one, or this one that we're on at the moment, which is 1.7 mil. I don't know if this is, well, you kind of go like, okay, well, it's a little bit more. It's good that it's a little bit more, by the way. It's a little bit more by 550k, which is nice. No, not quibbling about that. But a year goes on, the game economy goes on. I need more gold, but there could be more gold elsewhere in the game that kind of is bumping things up. One thing that's interesting to note is that Mysterium 13,500. Now I did forget to do this in my totals for the month, so I'm going to have to like update that because it has indeed increased. Maybe I recorded it prior to the double track being a thing, but the extra Mysterium is nice. Not a huge amount of a bump, but it's a bump nevertheless. What else that is significant about this? Well, you get 3 revives still. No, that's not really like a joking thing of significance. There's still some things that remain the same, like the volume of full energy refills, which is 9, and then on the new one, it is indeed 9 right there. Slight change and improvement with 15 small energy refills from the new one, and in the older one, it has been bumped up slightly where there's 3 additional small energy refills from this one. Of course, the big news I think a lot of us know about is there's 30 Magnetron crystals, which are only available for those that are a Paragon and Valiant type player, which you can see right here. If you go along, you click on your gold track selector, and then under Valiant, you go down and you get 2 Magnetron crystals there. The same thing with Paragon, you get that right there. Which of course is nice, but for others, not so nice if you're targeting something specific. There's been something new that's been added into this, and that is the is it exalted? There we go, exalted crystal shards, which you can see are very rare to get, which are listed in this one there. There's 22,500 mythic crystal shards compared with the before, which only had 30,000. So there's been a little bit of a fall off in the volume of that. There's also been a fall off on the solo shards, which I don't see any in abundance, which before we had 25,500. Now I'm not seeing any of that at all. We are seeing an addition of the 7-star shards in the newer bundles. The newer track, which is, sorry for the clicking, by the way. I need to get a new mouse when I'm doing stuff like this. When I do quick fire stuff, 1,500. Last time, half of those were locked behind a spending gate, which if you got the pass, you get 3k. And as well, in addition to those little Morbius, the Morbius tickets. Sorry, tokens, tickets, whatever they are. Which, of course, you need to spend in order to get them. We'll talk about spend in a minute, but I'm trying to do the free-to-play side of things first. It looks like there's a tier 6 class catalyst selector. 3 selectors totaling 50%. Yeah, 50%? Seems to be 50% on that one. I'm just going to double check there. Yeah, 50% each. That's the same as last year. Same amount of selectors between the tier 4 class catalyst and what is there. The tier 4 class catalyst. ISO wise, more ISO, 72 ISO to last year's 66. Execute order 66. There also seems to be a bit of a rise of this special crystal. That one in particular is, if I can find it, It's a getting a peek. There it is. It's a Platinum Palooza crystal, which these crystals offer a chance at hero crystal shards, basic class and alpha catalyst fragments, and a rare piece of a platinum pool piece selectors. That is giving you 21 of those have been added into this, which of course creates some extra value. Unfortunately, it adds a little bit more RNG to the factor of going, okay, well, time's going on. It's great to see free stuff, but things go on. This is very much for Paragon players, and of course, like lesser down the line, you'll have access to whatever you have access to. You may be able to see the same stuff or not, but at least if you're choosing that stuff, you get an idea. Obviously, spending perspective, everything's, because I've gone over the free-to-play stuff now, let's talk about the spending side of things. Everything is juiced up to the 9 with that one. Of course, you get double the amounts of the stuff because you get the non-spending, you get the spending on passes and extra days. The extra days will see you have extra volumes of shards, and of course it will go on for longer. Whether or not that's going to see you grab some extra nice spicy stuff or not. Exalted crystal shards, you're probably going to be able to form if you are spending on this. You're also going to see more. And by the way, Paragon crystals, I forgot to mention that. And that is something that's in here as well. I don't know if that's been calculated into all of this. It might be. It might be like I've completely skipped over it. I've missed it. No, I just had a checking game. It is. It's more of like a. I think it's more like a spending thing. You get, if you spend, you get Paragon crystals, which you get 22 of, which is slightly less than last year's. It seems to be, but I think there's more value in other areas like the exalted crystal shards, especially if you're Paragon. And then you've got other tier 6 class catalyst selectors, gold crystals, or gold pool crystals. More of those Platinum Palooza crystal. No, the Pool's Gold crystals. So is it Pool's Gold? It's the ones where you get the units from. You get more Mysterium, of course. So I think there is increase in value. It's just that the only thing for me, if I was getting it, if I was spending, which I don't spend, I would just be focusing on those tokens in order to get myself the champion. The extras to this is like where you get the opportunity for an extra 7-star, or yes, you do more 7-star and a bit from spending in game, more ISO, more Mysterium. It's extra nice spicy stuff. The selector for the 6-star pieces, chance at 7-star, more unit opportunities. So I think there is, if you get lucky with a lot of these Platinum Palooza, Platinum Pool stuff, crystals, the condom ones that look like, then I think that you can get some good value here, because if you're spending about $25, £25, whatever it is, look at it this way. If you get, from all of this, you manage to pick up an additional 1,170 units, plus whatever you're picking up from here and there, and say that gives you extra units of, like, let's just say, for the sake of stuff, is, I don't know, should we say 3,000 units? So if you get 3,000 units, that's the equivalent to an Odin at £99 value, $99 value, plus whatever you pick up from the 7-star for your trouble. You know, there is just decent value to that. I think a lot of people are saying exactly the same thing. If you look at even if you're getting something like, I don't know, more than 1,450 Black Panther treasure, then depending on your currency, then you can get a bit more. You get in value. That's the point. The point I'm getting to is you can get value for this, whatever you so choose it to be. So yeah, from 6 stars, the 6-star nexuses that you also get in the spending side of things, there's some good stuff there. From a non-spending standpoint, you get stuff, right? You get free stuff. That's the way I'm looking at it. Like, it's a free 1,170 units for doing nothing. 13,500 Mysterium. Nice. I might use that. Next year, would I like to see some 7-star signature stones? Yes. Would I like to see a lot more tier 6 class catalyst fragment crystals? Yes. Would I like to see a lot more exalted crystal shards because they're an RNG factor? Yes. I would like to see all those things. But that's next year. And depreciation happens in the world of Marvel Contest of Champions. What are your thoughts on the double track and, you know, the worth of it? Are you happy with the free stuff if you're non-spending? Are you happy with the spending stuff if you're spending in game? Are you not? Put it in the comments. Have your say on the matter. Thank you very much for watching. interesting nevertheless, and I'll see you all very soon. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.